Hey YouTube, G-Sharp Jams here with just a quick intro to this video. Been a little bit under the weather lately, but I wanted to make sure I got this video out to you as quickly as possible. I want to stay on track, coming out with new videos for you at least once a week, usually every Thursday. Just having said that, just keep in mind that the format of this video may be a little bit different from the way it normally is. But we're going to get back on track with the next video. But anyway, hope you get something out of this one. Enjoy. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be in YouTube land out there. This is G-Sharp Jams here at FX Studio 2 with another edition of our Rupert Neve Designs 500 series modules review. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that I've been going over each of the modules that are available from Rupert Neve's 500 series, with the exception of one, and I'll get back to that a little bit later. And this wasn't done by accident. And the reason why I did with this was to show you that there is an easier, affordable way, much more convenient, to build yourself a Rupert Neve channel strip. But instead of shelling out $4,000 all at once for, say, their Shelford channel strip, you can put this channel strip together one piece at a time using their 500 series modules. And let me explain that. I've gone over the 511, which is the preamp. I've gone over the 551, which is the EQ. I've gone over the 542, which is their tape emulation module. And I've gone over now the 535 Diode Compressor. This completes the channel strip from Rupert Neve, and you have everything that you need in an affordable way of putting it all together for yourself. So let's go ahead and get started. At the very top of the module, you have the threshold knob, and that's going to go from -25 to +20. And these are all very basic. I'm not going to go through each one and what they do. This is a compressor, so I'm taking it for granted, and I'm assuming that you understand already what threshold, ratio, and blend and gain mean. So we'll just go through these very quickly. Next, you have the ratio knob, which takes you from 1.5 to 1 to 8 to 1. Next, we have the timing button, or the timing knob, I should say, and we're going to come back to that as well in just a little bit. After that, you have the blend knob, and then following that, you have the gain knob, and that gain knob is your makeup gain. But here's what I really wanted to touch on with this 535 module. There seems to be some misunderstanding or misconception of exactly what this timing knob does. And when you first look at it, you may say to yourself, well, this is a compressor, but where is the attack and the release knob on this? Well, it's actually built into that timing knob. That timing knob gives you a few different settings, beginning with fast, then MF, which is medium fast, then medium slow, then slow, and then auto. Now let's go through each one of these and get a better understanding of exactly what they are. The fast setting is a combination of attack and release. It gives you a fast attack and a fast release. Next, you have MF, which is medium fast. This gives you a medium attack at 2.5 milliseconds and a fast release at 130 milliseconds. Next, we have medium, which gives you a medium attack at 2.25 milliseconds and a medium release at 400 milliseconds. And you can see how these numbers are gradually changing as we go through here. Next, we have MS, which is medium slow. This gives you a medium attack at 4 milliseconds and a slow release at 725 milliseconds. And then finally, we have slow, which gives you a slow attack at 10 milliseconds and a slow release at 1 second. Now, that is a very slow release time. 1 second can be a lifetime when you're talking about audio engineering. So that is a very slow release time. Keep that in mind. Now, thing to take into consideration is with all of these different settings, what should I be using them on and what shouldn't I be using them on? And I always like to say, audio engineering is all about experimentation. There are no wrong things that you can do. This is all about experimentation. So go ahead and try it. You never know what you may come up with. Try something different. Think outside of the box. But to the very basics, you should be using fast or medium fast on a drum, and you should be using medium or medium slow for a vocal. For an overall mix, if you were going to use this on, say, your master bus, you would probably want to go with slow or medium slow. Also, we have the auto setting. The auto setting gives you a medium attack at 5 milliseconds, and it gives you a dual decay release. And this is what I love about this module. This dual decay release actually gives you 2 different release settings. The first timing setting is 500 milliseconds, and the second one is 1 second. So the first one is going to kick in at 500 milliseconds, and then a second release is going to kick in at 1 second. This can be very useful for experimentation, something that you definitely want to play around with and find out where it works and how it works. It can only be done by listening to it. It's not something that I could tell you in words what it is that you're going to hear, but I will tell you that it helps to smooth things out and remove mud, especially from the lower end. Let's go back up to the top. On the top right side of the module, and we see that we have the sidechain high-pass filter. Now, this sidechain high-pass filter is a 12 dB, and what it does, it prevents the lows, say a kick drum, for instance, from being affected by the compressor as much as the high end. And this sidechain filter is set at 150, basically saying, let's go ahead and hit everything above that 150, but everything that's below 150, we're going to leave it alone and we're not going to compress it as much. So it helps to remove muddiness that is caused by compression being applied to very low frequencies. This comes in very handy, and I'm sure that you're all pretty familiar with what side chain filtering exactly is. In a nutshell, that is our 535 compressor from Rupert Neve Designs. This was going to be a short video because compression is what compression is. There's nothing fancy about it. Most of your compressors out there basically are going to have the same controls. They may sound a little different. Some are a bit cleaner. Some are a bit more colorful. But for the most part, they're pretty much all the same, which is why in this video, I really just wanted to point out that timing knob. Very powerful tool, tons of different settings on there, comes in very useful. Also, on that timing, you can actually go ahead and press the fast button. And you see it right here next to the timing knob. That fast button is actually going to divide all of those timing settings by 2, thus giving you not 6, but 12 different timing settings that you can use on this compressor. Not something that you see on a lot of other compressors out there. And again, something that sets this module apart from all the other 500 series compressors that you'll find out there on the market today. This was going to be a quick one. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like. Got a few comments on my 542 video that I did a few weeks ago. Appreciate it. It lets me know that you're still interested in the content that I'm giving, and it encourages me to keep making videos for you. So until next time, G Sharp Jams out, and everybody, please have a great rest of your day.
Awesome.